Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Elmer Colon heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, Elmer Colon.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in game number 2.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he's retired here, 1 away. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. The average for him sitting at .312 on the season. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, let's turn it. Plays it
2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about guys at the hot corner, the best in the league, we're looking at one of them right here. Gold Glove Award winner last year. Has as soft a hands as anybody in the league.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Back to the mound and off his leg. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1 left for Washington, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Anthony Rendon makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Rendon.
Launches a fastball right there for strike one. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Ryan Zimmerman will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
No outs here, fellas. Here we go right now, fellas. Right
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
And a lot of times, harder doesn't equal better. It's great to be able to blow guys away, but you got to be able to find the strike zone now and then.
Nope. 3-0.
If you're wondering, this is a straight green light here. When your star's up there, you bet he's swinging if it's good.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-1.
Full count.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Nobody out, runner on first. Scorched to third. Bryant is up with it. To second for one. Over to first, and Zimmerman is set down as well. It's a double play.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 22, Josh Reddick.
Josh Reddick will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, guys, that's why they call it a batting average. He's been hitting over 350 in his last 10 games, but he had kind of a bad one yesterday.
On the ground to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Trey Turner strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Turner.
Hey, we got no outs.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Straight up.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Standing in now, A.J. Cole. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Right, here we go now.
Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Elmer Colon.
Elmer Colon will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
The windup and the 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Myers is under it, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in, Darren James. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Darren James.
Here we go, baby. Find a good pitch.
This is line to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
Here it comes on 1-1. This is pulled into right. Oh, and he botches it. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he is out, retreating to... Stuart Yeager is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Yeager.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward moves over.
I got it.
One down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Striding into the box, Mookie Betts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment.
One down.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones is under it.
I got it. I go.
And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Anthony Rendon heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone. then maybe your offense can go from there.
Hard liner toward short. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Let's turn two.
He's set. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1 over to first, and Zimmerman is set down as well. It's a double play.
Oh, nice. Just a 2-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that, and they'll roll up your basic 6-4-3.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Very weakly on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nationals go quietly. Halfway home, still no score.
Come on, let it fly.
Darren James is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
Here you go.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors, because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Now in the box, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Reddick shading to his right. And that's the 3rd out. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Trey Turner makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the pitcher, A.J. Cole.
A.J. Cole stands in for the 2nd time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Second baseman,
Elmer Colon will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Well, it wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Stuart Yeager stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Swing and a liner. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
now batting, center fielder.
And this is when you know the stars are lined up in your favor as a hitter. I mean, look how bunched up he was on that swing, yet he still finds a way to muscle that to right for a double.
Here's Mookie Betts as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike.
2 outs here. 2 outs.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Jones going back at the track. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So a 3-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him as the Nats move out in front now 3-0.
Well, remember now, with 2 outs, he had a base open here. So he didn't have to challenge him if he didn't want to, but he decides that this is the guy he wants right here. That's a decision that's going to wind up costing him 3 runs.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2-out hits, too. That makes any move a little more complicated.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit. And that work's paying off.
1-2. Here it comes. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah, he knows he's already given up 1 home run in the inning. So this wasn't the most aggressive sequence we've seen. He winds up losing him on 3-2.
In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, seemingly nothing has gone his way out there the entire inning. And his troubles are going to deepen here as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Ball inside.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy.
Hey,
I'd be forced to go right after him.
2 down here.
Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field. And for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And the Nationals have made this a 5-0 game.
Well, this was the perfect storm out there. 2-0 count to a dead red fastball hitter. Oh, he just muscles up on this and jumps all over the thing. That was too easy.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Justin Grimm will come in and pitch now.
For the Chicago Cubs, number 52.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen.